You find yourself in exhibition space upstairs. It's just an exhibition.
Stepping into another life, but it could be yours, or your sister's, or your friend's. This is They Told Me It's Not Your Fault, and I Told Them Everything Would Be Fine, a 20-minute single-viewer exhibition by Taiwanese artist Ting-Ting Cheng. It was inspired by the massive blackmail and cyber sex trafficking operation known as Nth Room that was discovered in South Korea. In it, the narrator takes the viewer into a relationship with an online acquaintance through text messages, which then take a dark turn when their private images have somehow been used to create explicit deepfakes, video generated with artificial intelligence using a real person's image. The artist drew on the stories of many women to create the narrative in the exhibition. But the exhibition is meant to say more about societal reactions rather than reconstruct the sense of violation an individual might feel after having their image misused.
And I kept thinking that, imagine a society we don't judge anyone's nude. Then the blackmail wouldn't work, right? Like, so if I don't mind anyone seeing my nude, no one would judge me. I wouldn't lose my job, I wouldn't lose my degree and stuff. My family would support me. Yeah, leak it, I don't care. I don't want to send more to you. So I feel like we kind of like underestimate how powerful we are as a society. We think like, oh, we are not part of this. They're victim, they're perpetrator, we're not part of it. But I really feel like how society behave will really influence the situation.
The exhibition is part of RightsCon, a major annual human rights conference taking place for the first time in Taipei. At the center of discussions, technology and its uses and abuses.
Technology itself is neutral, but what it is used for, that can be detrimental for societies. And we're trying to strike the balance between, not painting everything in black and saying everything technology is bad, don't do it, don't use it. That would be such a loss because it can be so convenient and make our lives so much easier.
But new media products like deepfakes are hard to moderate, part of a growing list of online gender-based violence like stalking and sexual harassment. The United Nations estimates 16 to 58% of women have experienced this abuse. 98% of deepfake videos created are pornographic, featuring women. And while the videos are fake, they can have very real consequences.
We've seen that violence that happens online, and for example, deepfakes, but not only, that can be used against women, will have effects that come back to real life in terms of mental health effects. And we've seen even suicide attempts of women that have been victims of deepfakes, women in politics that have withdrawn for politics. So those consequences, it's a long list.
By spending 20 minutes in a stranger's shoes, the artist hopes to spread a little more empathy and a little less judgment as one way to cope with technology's advances before its regulation can catch up. Kris, Ryan Wu, Reece, Ayers, and Tiffany Wong for TaiwanPlus.